Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Practical Diplomacy. Some of you have pointed out very accurately that there is a discrepancy between what I explained to be diplomacy and how some leading diplomats are behaving in the TV news. Raising this point is perfect and really important, and here is what I say to it. If you are justifying confrontation through your diplomatic tools, if you're advocating violence or war from your position as a diplomat, if you exploit or bully smaller countries or any weaker international partners, then I simply don't consider you a diplomat. You should not call yourself one because you have betrayed the most basic principles of diplomacy, which are to always advocate cooperation over confrontation, peace over conflict, and mutually beneficial solutions. So when someone tells me that diplomacy is representing your nation's interests, I respectfully disagree, because that actually has nothing to do with it. Your military can represent your nation's interest, your companies can represent your nation's interest, any citizen can represent your nation's interest, politicians can represent your nation's interest. So obviously this definition is simply not specific to any profession. Plus, diplomacy is about the way you conduct relations. Remember, I defined diplomacy as the long-term art of human interaction. Go check out episode 1 of the first season if you haven't seen it yet. And I also explained many other principles of a diplomat throughout the first season, which have nothing to do with your nation's interests. Now, do I mean you should not represent your nation's interests? Hell no. If that is your job, surely go ahead, do it. But do it in the way that is worthy of a diplomat. Promote cooperation, peace, and win-and-win solutions between and for all involved partners. Now, in today's world, diplomats are often asked to do activities that are not in line with these principles, and you can actually very easily make the distinction between these. Very often, you will see diplomats using the power, the sheer strength of their countries as leverage over weaker partners, sometimes forcing or bullying them into accepting solutions which will only serve the big dog's interests. With such a mindset, they actually see their partners or opponents as enemies. When you see this, you know that this is not diplomacy, that's power politics. Okay? When you see diplomats acting like salesmen at their meetings, basically negotiating trade deals not through finding win-and-win solutions, but through simple bargaining, basically like you would see at a grocery market, but in fancy suits, then you know it's not diplomacy, it's simply business. When I thought of all this, I predicted that some of you will surely not accept these principles. Some of you will be like, no, diplomacy is what I have to do as a diplomat, and that's it. I don't care about principles. And I had some students who very fairly and honestly told me that they want to become diplomats because it's a prestigious career and it pays well. And to them, I said, don't be a diplomat. Go to a multinational corporation and you will earn way more. And then you won't need to face this moral dilemma. It's all good. We need good, strong, ambitious people in our companies. It's not a shame to be wanting such a career. But please only decide to become a diplomat if you believe in these principles. The diplomatic career is a service and comes with a lot of sacrifice. If you don't stand on a principled foundation, you will be disappointed and unsatisfied. If you do, you will have battles to fight for those principles, but you may have a happy and fulfilling career. Dear friends, thank you for watching. Let me know in a comment how you feel about diplomats who don't believe like diplomats should. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done it yet. Have a great day. Keep promoting peace and see you in the next episode.